I just wanted to explain thinking. Visualization is one of those self-help tools. Yeah. hmm Where you visualize in your thoughts what it's going to look like when you accomplish what you want. Now, I'm going to accomplish what I want and I'm going to use some self-help tools. Now, obviously, I can go through each of these different court websites. Yeah. And I can get the email addresses and I can email to the individuals that have email addresses, the evidence. Yeah. But for the United States Supreme Court to have any knowledge of espionage, treason, now visualize Supreme Court Justice John Roberts, Ginsburg, the big acronym. For you to even change the Supreme Court of the United States to SCOTUS, yeah. I don't like the use of acronyms. In fact, I'm going to want to change all the words of the nation back to the words instead of the acronyms. Now, for those that do a lot of typing, they're going to feel a frustration. But I don't want this nation using acronyms to describe the nation itself. Now, this pro se handbook, the Manual for Litigant Filing Without Counsel, May 1997. Yes, Idaho U.S. District Court. Now, as I remember it, I did email Idaho 2.5 years ago. Yes. Superior Court Judge. Oh. Well, for every oath of office in Idaho that does know about kidnapping, war crimes, treason, and conspiracy, yes, you're all getting sued. So why don't you get me the oaths in the state of Idaho? It seems, yes, that there was this idea that when you have knowledge of crime, yeah, you didn't have the availability of prosecuting for the evidence of crime. Well, my thought is, as a pro se litigant, yes, that I can sue for the criminality of misprisioning any crime. Now, maybe I do need to use all the courts as a pro se litigant right now. Now, I didn't send 3 million fucking emails right now. As if I didn't think I was going to admit them as evidence in court. I did everything so that everything that I did was admissible as evidence. A lot of times there was this big question, well, why don't you just call the police department? Because you lie. You say that it is legal to issue court orders where there's no due process, yes, to the litigants. Now, as the individual that filed the pro se petition for dissolution of marriage, yes, it seemed to me that you did not enforce the requirements of the law for the litigant named as the petitioner. Oh, now you issued it, and then I informed you that we were married in Kosovo, which our marriage certificate is from the United Nations. Yes, I did not get any notice of court hearings. And you said, well, that's my problem. Now, as a self represented litigant in each of these lawsuits against police departments, yes, it might be that my attorneys would say, Paul, why don't you represent yourself? Now, I could do it. I could spend the next 20 years spending all of my time putting in prison. You know, I have the availability of helping myself. And getting a job, yes, and paying child support is not going to help me. I'm not going to be helping my sons by allowing them to continue in the school that they're at in the wrong grades. Yes, it does not help me or my family to allow you to violate the laws. Now, I have informed you that I am their father. Yes, I never received a dissolution of marriage. No, I never got a copy of a child support order. Yes, but I did provide to you the falsification of my state issued identification. Yes, where all the court notices went to Mike Van Proyen. Now, I'm going to help myself, and in the process of helping myself, yes, I'm going to help my family. And if I have to spend the rest of my fucking life suing you, I will personally do it as a self represented litigant. When I informed the Seattle Police Department of fraud and forgery and kidnapping, I had the full expectation that they would enforce the laws. When I emailed the Washington State Patrol the actual evidence of forgery, fraud, and kidnapping, I thought for sure